Peace. Thanks for tuning in and welcome to FlyDialogue. Man, we got a dope session for you today. Our man Truth, aka Josh Jacobs from Capital Minds Entertainment, is rocking with us. So yeah, let's get to it.
Yeah. We produced, we performed it all.
Yeah. Nah, y'all on an incredible run, man. So we know artist management. Obviously, it's not easy. It's often described as hard work. Is very time consuming. You're married, you got kids, man. How do you balance managing your artists with personal life, man, your family, and then the personal goals that you got, man?
I mean, from 2019 to mid 2021, I wasn't here. I was in California. I was in Miami. We was in New York. We was in Springfield, Missouri. We was in Oxford, Mississippi. We were everywhere.
Yeah.
So I wasn't here. I was home usually from like Monday mornings through Thursday evening, and then from Friday to Sunday I was gone.
Yeah.
So and that was just taking off. We was on the road. Now I will admit that Snipes was on the road a lot more than I was because he only got one son. I got 3 kids, so I had to come here and make sure things was running smooth. And I was in the studio with the other artists.
Yeah.
So but yeah, it was we did a 4-city tour, a meet and greet tour with all our artists where we went to Memphis. We did one in Nashville, we did Birmingham, we did Atlanta. And we're planning on going to Louisville, Cincinnati, Indianapolis, and St. Louis, doing like a Midwest tour too.
Yeah.
So I mean, those are the things that we had to do, especially for Duke, because he needed that push. At one point the label was like, if y'all can get shows for free, do them. I'll pay for transportation. And he never did a show for free ever. Like the first show we had before we signed him, we got him booked for $5,000 I think in Knoxville. And we was like, this is what we can do. And if you want to sign with us, we can keep doing it. If not, then we take this and we'll take our part and we'll go both ways. But he signed, and so that's what it is right now.
Yeah. And man, so it was basically no balance, man. It was or the fam that was kind of balancing out that time. Like you said Monday to Thursday, and then the weekend it was
yeah, for sure. I mean, I was
affect you, man. Like how that's definitely a grind. Not to get too.
We got Magic too, and we trained him on being a road manager and how to do that too. So that was able to relieve. He was able to go on there. He didn't have any kids here in Nashville with him, so he was able to go on the road. And he's younger, and he don't get tired as early as.
Right.
I mean, even before that hectic couple years with Duke, like it was me, Snipes, and Virgos would go to Little Rock to perform and drive back to Nashville.
Yeah.
So we're looking at like 10 hours on the road in 24 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I remember catching some of the footage on IG, man, of specifically Virgos, man. I was watching that cat, man, pretty close, man. He was killing shows, but
yeah,
that's a grind, man. That's a grind. Yeah. I'm proud of what y'all have built, man, and what y'all continue to build, man, for real.
Tighten up, 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 tighten up. Get up out of your seat right now. Get up on your feet right now.
Sometimes it's hard to see it. Sometimes you're like, man, we did this, and now we back here, and you got to go back to the drawing board and kind of regroup. You don't got as much money coming in as you thought you was gonna have at this point, because you set goals based on the contracts that you have. And so when those contracts go south, or artists, as a management, you work at will. You work at will of the artist. The good thing about that, though, is having paperwork that says, in case these things go left, you're responsible to pay this, and this, and you're responsible to take care of this, and this. So now it's just a waiting game on when that money's coming in. But it did put a pause on a lot of the goals that we had set up. So now we're at a point now to where we're ready to scale, and when we get that influx of liquidity, then we can just push fast forward on everything.
Boom out.
Cause I got my first check. I went and bought an old school Camaro. I got a Camaro that was just painted. I was planning on getting the wheels done and doing the suspension and putting another engine in it. And it's just sitting in the garage now. I wish that I never bought that motherfucker.
I think Andre had a skit about that, man. What was that? It was the rabbit, though, man.
Yeah.
Cadillac.
yeah, for sure. It's all good because you learn. I didn't go out and buy jewelry or a Rolex watch and shit like that. But you get a little money and you start to act funny.
The whole world is our private playground to do what we want to do as long as
Yeah, that's all I got, man. Like I said, I appreciate your time.
No, it was dope being here, man.
Yeah, good time.
I gave me a chance to test this mic out. I really like it.
That sounds clean.
Yeah.
We usually come to Orlando in the summertime, so I'm gonna reach out. We're gonna try to get together, man. Just slide over there.
He was down.
For sure.
Kev was down here last year. I missed him, but
Yeah, man, give this dude real like advance notice because he be leaving, dog. Like as soon as you come to town, his trip
it's all
happens to be
good.
planned at the same time. Like,
Hey, man, he still got his phone in airplane mode.
for sure. So
the funny thing is, he came down to Clearwater, and I was in Orlando. So he came down. Like our birthdays are pretty close,
Okay.
so I think he came down. Him and his fam, they got like the timeshare, something going on in Clearwater. And my fam, like my in-laws and my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, they got a timeshare up in Orlando where they kick off the summer every year, which is Memorial Day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, we'll run it. So we just go up there and hang out with them. But that's around the time he came. So
Okay.
he still give me a hard time. What was that last year? 2 years ago?
it was last year.
Hey, what we never talk about though is how crazy Amerigo's life got.
We can save it for round 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
'Cause we
Amerigo.
went together.
Me and Kev went to UT together. That's where we
Yeah.
met. So,
Yeah,
we
so-
know Amerigo's brother,
Yeah,
Rick.
I know Amerigo's brother,
Okay.
older sister.
Yeah. So
Yep.
me and Amerigo went to college together at MT.
Okay, that's okay. Interesting. I didn't even know that. Yep.
Yeah. So, man, it's a
Yeah,
small,
man.
Tennessee, super small state.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but I remember the Gummy Soul guys. It was you, Wally, and Amerigo.
Yeah, what's funny is Josh used to work for the magazine when me and Brian first started. He was our intern, so when Some Concrete started, he was an intern of ours, and that's how he ended up coming into the crew. And at one point, he worked for Dave, our homeboy Dave, who used to DJ and promote out of Atlanta. So yeah, man, it's crazy. So it's all organic.
Yeah, so we'll say that for round 2, man.
It's a bunch, man. Kev, he kind of holding out
because Kurt got a lot of Nashville hip hop history in his brain.
I got a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really know a lot about.
You'd be surprised, man. Kev is holding out too, man. Kev is one of the founders of Concrete.
Well, I was running with a lot of them dudes, man. I mean,
So Kev, are you still in Nashville right now?
No, I'm in DC. I'm actually just outside. I'm in Maryland. I'm just outside DC. But I was there. I left Nashville in 2007 actually. But prior to that, I was right around the time all these cats were blowing up. We was dealing with All Star, and when Yo Gotti took off, like we was messing with a little bit of everybody out there. And I remember meeting some of those Nashville old school guys, Pistol and
Cowboy
Cowboy. Yep, used to know Cowboy. Yep, and back when Montana and Bang Out was doing stuff and all those guys. Yeah, so I mean, and shoot, I remember shooting photos of Cool Daddy Fresh in my apartment. Kwani Cash, like we kicked it with all of them, man, back in the day. So yeah, it's interesting, man. I definitely shook hands with some real interesting folks, man. So
that's dope,
you gotta turn the chop it up on you at some point, Kev, man, for real.
Life changes, man. I'd be focused on what we're doing now, but it's a lot of history though. So it's funny when I saw the email, we had played some of Duke's last album too. I know that you mentioned you guys kind of parting ways, but we've been playing some of his stuff even on the station we got.
No, for sure. I don't have any ill will to it.
Yeah,
Duke,
for sure,
man.
for sure.
I want him to be as successful as he can. That's the only reason I worked with him anyway, because I knew he could be a star. You know what I'm saying? So I still want him to be a star.
I want to definitely follow up with you guys and get more of your stuff too on our station, because really, man, I would love to kind of just find that pocket to feature new artists and just put on things that maybe other people ain't hearing.
We really humble. We're going to stop being so humble pretty soon.
Gotta stop. Yeah.
I mean, because if you ain't telling people what you're doing, then nobody gonna know, right? So the same thing I yell at my artists about. You ain't talking about what you do. That they could say the same thing to me. I'm not talking about what we do and how we do it. So 2023 is gonna be a little different than it has been. But we're gonna be a little more vocal and a little more in your face with what we're doing and how we do it. All right, well, it's been good to be here, man. I appreciate talking to you fellas.
Yeah.
And Kurt, we'll tap in pretty soon.
Yeah, absolutely, man. All right, fam.
Be sure to visit FlyDialogue.com to find out more about us, including our radio station where we stream hip-hop 24/7. Yo, we're literally jamming as we speak. We got a craft beer blog called Cream. Craft rules everything around me. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, the craft beer app called Untapped, or on YouTube. Just search FlyDialogue on all these platforms. Be sure to follow us and friend us, subscribe to us. Long story short, check us out. We'd love to have y'all, and we look forward to connecting with you. And let's talk soon.